let's go to their love song or love story, especially doon sa ating lesson ngayon na attraction, physical attraction. Marami po ngayon in our modern times, many women, many men are physically attracted to their opposite sex. Actually, doon nagsimula yan. Kaya ang sabi kanina, no? All of our relationship, whether you realize it or not, whether you accept it or not, it all started when you or I became attracted to that person. At sabi ko po, physical attraction. Marami akong babaeng napakinggan, sabi nila ako ay physically attracted sa isang opposite sex na maputi at tisoy. Yung iba naman ang attraction nila yung tall, dark, and handsome, no? Yung iba naman, physically attracted sa mga macho, may mga six-pack, sabi nga nila, mga magaganda ang katawan ng mga lalaki. And of course, mga lalaki, physically attracted when they saw the woman, beautiful, sexy body, etc. Sabi nga nila, yung iba attracted sa magandang mata, magandang lips, sabi nila kissable lips. So yan po yung mga sinasabi nating physical attractions. At nag-conduct din ako ng research and study dyan. Many couples, actually majority according to the research, they started their relationship with the opposite sex on being physically attractive. And to tell you the truth, merong something sa opposite sex na nakarelasyon yun that really attracted you to that person. Whether it was physical attraction, physical, or yung more than physical. Yan po yung tutumbukin natin mamaya. At ipakikita ko po sa inyo, I will argue for more than physical attraction. Yung iba, ang konsepto nila yung tinatawag na love at first sight. No? Nakita raw nila sa unang tingin, pogi, na magandang babae, at nabighanin na sila. Yung mga kanilang mga salita. Nabighanin na sila. Na-attract na sila sa kanilang mga nakitang physical attraction doon sa tao. Now, in my research, I came to this question. Actually, dalawang question yung kinuha ko. Yung isa ay na-research natin sa YouTube. And I like the title, Blinded by Physical Attractions. Yan. Sabi, nabulag na kanilang nakita sa pang-physical. Una, ipapaliwanag ko po yan. Looks, no? Many people, even many young people today, put premium on looks. Pag hindi pogi yan, pag hindi maganda yan, pag hindi tiso yan, pag hindi tisa yan, pag hindi macho yan, pag hindi sexy yan, ayoko niyan. No. And so, they put priority on the looks. And I will say something about it later on. At yung isa pa po nakita ko, number one is blinded by physical attraction. Sa mga nakikinig dyan na singles, planning to get married, right now I'm telling you, think twice. If your basis only, yung basis nyo lang, yung pinagbabasihan nyo lang, physical attraction, that is dangerous. No? Looks, mamaya, expound natin yan. Why looks are dangerous? No? In the Bible, to tell you the truth, the Bible don't give priority on looks. Mamaya, bibigay po natin yung text. Makikita niyo yan sa Song of Solomon chapter 1. Yan. Ang pangalawa, merong ako rin nakita sa research, actually counseling to. Ang tanong ng babae, I lack physical attraction to my men. Should I stop my relationship or should I continue? Hindi raw siya physically attracted doon sa tao. So, iniisip niya, magpapatuloy niya ba o hindi? Alright. To clear those things, to give us wise instruction on attraction, I will give you now the text. Right? So, punta tayo na ngayon sa Song of Solomon, chapter 1. We will cover verse 2 up to verse 7. At dito makikita po natin kung ano yung nag-attract sa Shulamite woman kay King Solomon and vice versa. Ano yung nag-attract kay King Solomon to this woman. Let me read the verse, then I will give you the explanation. Pakinig po kayo mabuti. This is very FYI. Sabi nga ng mga against dito, medyo erotic po yung librong to, no? Verse 2 up to verse 4, it was the woman or the bride who was speaking. Verse 2, may he kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is better than wine. Wow. See that? What picture of a woman you can get when you're reading this? Sabi ng isang pastor, a passionate woman. Aking pong pagkakaintindi dito, kung ito po iniintindi ko, ang picture na dumarating sa akin, na-imagine ko, isang babae na very much attracted sa kanyang men at nagdi-desire o naglo-longing na siya'y i-kiss ng kanyang men. Dahil lang sabi niya, his love is better than wine. At naalala ko yung 5 love language ni Gary Chapman. Palagay ko po alam niyo yan. Pagka February, Valentine's Day, nagiging famous again yan. 5 love language. And nire-review lagi natin yan. And you know, what are the first 3? Kanina ko, biblical ba yung mga 5 na yan? I came to the conclusion, yes. First, words of affirmation. She said that his love is better than wine. Pag binasa niyo po yung mga sumunod salita, she said, his love is sweeter than apple or anything. See? That is words of affirmation. Love language. By words. Speaking words. Tinatawag po natin itong words of endearment. Ngayon pa lang po ay sinasabi ko na sa video ito at sinasabi ko rin sa mga counseling ko. I don't want to make an apology sa mga tatamaan, no? Kasi meron tayong mga encounter na mga mag-asawa. Pagtawagan nila, tatay, nanay, mama, papa. I don't agree with that. Your spouse is not your mother or is not your father. And the words of endearment should be different. At hindi natin dapat tinatawag yung asawa natin tay, o yung asawa natin nay, o yung asawa natin pa, o yung asawa natin ma. Hindi naman natin parents po yan. Ang recommendation natin is we better use words of endearment. Like yung mga ginagamit po natin ngayon, honey, mahal, sweetheart, at yung iba pa, no? Yun po yung dapat. Because mas magiging sweet at intimate yung relation natin kaysa yung binanggit ko kanina. Well, if you want to keep that, that's up to you. But for me, it is not applicable. So I'm recommending, based on what we're studying, is we use words of endearment to make our relationship sweeter, intimate, no? At yung iba pagkagalit sa asawa, tinatawag na lang Pedro! Maria! Wala na yung mga words of endearment. Alright. So, yun po ang opening. Yan pa lang. Magkakaroon na kayo ng idea. Who was this woman? What kind of woman yung first love ni King Solomon? Yung kanyang first wife. Again, ang aking pambasa dito, she was a woman who fall in love, much in love, and is very passionate when it comes to her husband. No? Pag binasa niyo pa yung mga sumusunod na salita, marami po kayong babasa dyan. Pag-aaralan po natin hanggang chapter 8. Diyan, kiss pa lang yan, no? Walang nga sabihin na directly, kiss me, you know? So, words of endearment, and then, ano po sabi sa verse 3. I want you to pay attention to verse 3. My focus of study here is in the second sentence. And what is that, Dr. Lopez? Let me read that to you. Your name, verse 3, second sentence. Your name, take note. Ito po ang tayo magtatapos. This will be our focus. Your name is perfume poured out. Therefore, the maidens love you. Wow. Do you understand? What is that? What's the meaning of that? The woman said, your name is like a perfume that is poured out. Sa Tagalog po, kung tatagalogin ko yan para maintindihan nyo, ito po yun. Ang pangalan ni Solomon ay napakabango. Gaya ng isang binuhos na pabango. At alam niyo po kung ano ibig sabihin yan? In the Bible, when it talks about names, whether Old Testament or New Testament, Your name represents your character, your reputation. Intindihin niyo po to. This is the most important here. It is not the physical attraction. Although, admittedly, makikita natin she was physically attractive. But more than that, what really attracted her to King Solomon was his name. His name. Again, what is his name in the Bible? Name refers to character, reputation. Kaya nga pagdating sa religious language, the names of God refers to who God is, his character. Kagaya mga names sila, Jehovah, Jireh, the Lord is our provider. It shows us his character, who he is providing for our needs. And so this name na tinutukoy dito ng babae, kasi sinasabi niyo po, what she was saying in essence is your name, your character, your reputation is very fragrant, like a poured out perfume. Sa Tagalog, ang iyong pangalan, ang iyong karakter, ang iyong behavior, ang iyong reputasyon, napakabango, gaya ng isang binuhos na pabango. Alam mo yung binuhos na pabango, when you poured out a perfume, the whole room will be perfume. Napakabango po yun. At yan ang pinapakita dito. Hindi lang po yung kanyang physical lang mabango. Mabango din po ang kanyang character, reputation. No? And so, ano pong ibig sabihin niya na Dr. Lopez, Bishop Lopez, when it comes to attraction? Well, having said that, I will argue for that point. Ang dapat pong number one na nag-attract sa atin, sa ating karelasyon, whether single pa kayo or married na kayo, ay dapat hindi yung physical, kundi yung kanyang character at reputation. Yan po yung pinaka mahalaga. No? Why? Kaya po sinabi ko kanina, looks, I will repeat it. Why? 3 things about looks or physical attraction. Number 1, looks won't last. Hindi po magtatagal yun. Maaring ngayon, pogi yan. Maaring ngayon, maganda yan. Maaring ngayon, macho yan. Maaring ngayon, sexy. Pero, sooner or later, especially when you get married, and you go through the valleys and the mountains, when you go through the storms, and the difficulties, and the challenges of married relationship, sooner or later you will see that physical looks not lasting. Maaaring may bakas pa, pero hindi na gaya nung kayo'y mga bata pa. Second, looks, alam po natin to, looks are deceiving. And how many singles, how many women, even men, were deceived by going by the looks? No? Ang dami ko pong counseling. tingin daw niya, tingin niya, responsible eh. Ganda ng damit eh. No? Nakabaro. Tingin niya no, physically fit. Macho eh, no? Hindi mika-ika eh, ano? Talagang kala mo, tayong general eh, sundalo eh. You understand what I'm making a point here, no? O yung iba naman, ang ganda-ganda, no? Pero, sabi nga nila, maganda nga sa labas. Sa loob naman, napakapangit. Napakaganda nga sa face, sa katawan, ng mga babae, no? Pero sooner or later, malalaman mo, cheater pala. Nag-cheat. Pag wala yung lalaki, nakikipag-sex sa hindi niya asawa, sa hindi niya karelasyon. Looks po are deceiving. Minsan, tingin po natin, nakala natin, okay na tong tao to. Okay na tong tao to. Okay na to sa akin. Kapayagan ko na itong manligaw sa akin. Kapayagan ko na itong i-date ako. No? One day, kapayagan ko na itong pakasalan ako. He or she looks good to me. And to their surprise, and to their horror, later on they found out na nasa relasyon na sila mag-asawa. Hindi yung kanilang inaasahan. They were deceived by physical looks. Meron pa nga akong napakinggan video kagabi. Actually, is a video po to ng isang pastor sa Amerika. And I would like to quote it, no? The pastor related the story, and I think we can identify with it. Sa panahon po natin in postmodern times, pagka lalaki at babae nagkita, nag-meet sa isang lugar, usually yung mga mapagsamantalang lalaki taking advantage. Usually they will ask your number. Can I get your number? Can I get your number? Can I get your contact info? Ito naman si babae. Not wise. Okay, sige, bigay agad. Bigay agad. Bigay agad ang mga personal info. And then, to make the long story short, so nakita sila, nag-meet sila, nag-date sila. Ito yung sila lalaki mapagsamantala, take advantage of a woman. Make the long story short, she ended broken-hearted. Why? Binigay na lahat, no? Sabi nga sa Tagalog, sa bansa natin, binigay na yung bataan. Binigay na lahat. Lahat-lahat. Ito po ang mali nila. Ito po yung masasabi nating foolishness nila. Without even asking and finding out the character and the reputation of that person. Sometimes they go by the looks. Ano ito eh, pogi ito. Pogi nga, manyak naman. Pogi nga, mapagsamantalang demonyo naman. No? And so, the result, what happened? They ended in disaster. Broken-hearted, broken life. Why? Because of their foolishness. I don't want to elaborate on this, pero alam po natin to, we're not ignorant of this trend. Lalo na sa panahon natin ngayon, magkakilala lang sa Facebook, magkakilala lang sa text. Nag-date lang unang date, binigay na lahat, makipag-sex agad, binigay lahat-lahat. without even knowing the character and the reputation of this person. Kayo po mag-judge. Is that the right thing to do? Is it the wise thing to do? Or it is a foolish thing to do? So you see, very, very clear po yan. Obvious from the text itself. From our text tonight. I can use that as my proof or my argument. Not so much the physical look. We will go for character and name and reputation. So, yan po ang aking loving, caring advice in this first lesson, in this video, to our singles, especially those who are planning to get married. Dito lang po kami, kontakin niyo kami magkakasal sa inyo, and make sure na imbestigahan niyo yung taong yan. Kailangan yung gumawa ng thorough background check. Do it. Remember, your future. Nakataya dito, future niyo. Matuto kayo sa mga sinabi ko kanina. Baka kung kailan kakasal kayo, kasal na kayo. Saka nyo alamin kung sino yung tao na pagkakasalan na for life. And then you will find yourself, it's now too late. Aww. Beloved, especially to our beloved brothers and sisters, our young people, our youth, in our churches, in our ministries, in our families. I'm also talking to the people of the world who are singles, are planning to get married. Think about it. Don't go. Don't make it a priority. Physical looks. Attraction by physical looks. Go beyond it. Know the person. Know his character. Know his reputation. If you need to make investigation, do it. It's worth it, especially when you will get married, because that is the person you will spend the rest of your life until the Lord takes you home.